Ramble.
This episode of the TryPod is brought to you by DoorDash. Use code TryPod for 25% off your order of $15 or more. And thank you to Grove, Chime, and Best Fiends for sponsoring this episode. Dun 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 dun. It's another episode of the TryPod. You've got your best friends here. We've all got rockin' bods. We've also got the HR team to oversee our crazy things we say on this hour of fun.
Masculinity, let's talk about it, gang. On today's episode,
coming in hot with a notepad.
Well, I always have the
and
notepad.
Serious subjects.
Honestly, recently I have the notepad primarily I write down the time code and how many gigabytes are left on the hard drive to make sure that the gigabytes are being eaten up. So the videos, because we had an issue with the video.
Seems like there's got to be a better way to do that.
Well, theoretically it should work totally fine. They're sending us a new mixer, but I just don't trust it yet. So I'm like taking notes.
You're telling me you're writing down
I'm writing down
gigabytes and time codes to ensure that
see, like here I wrote
our equipment to record the episode is functioning properly.
Yeah.
And if this little notepad system doesn't work out, that we're just talking in a room, and nobody's gonna hear it.
No, the audio's always been fine. Audio's always been fine. It's just the video mixer fucked up like on a day when we recorded 2 episodes.
I remember.
You remember? And but it's always said it was recording. It was like that was never the problem. It just said it was recording and then didn't record.
I stand by my statement.
Well, the notepad system so far flawless.
Got to be a better system.
Flawless. So Miles, when it's working well, you want like a good yum 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 yum
Yum, yum, yum.
Yeah.
Gobble up the gigabytes.
Gobble up the gigabytes.
Exactly.
Gigabytes gobbler. So what about masculinity?
Masculinity, let's talk about it. You guys are obviously, I want to do a segment where we kind of unbox masculinity. Zach is
drinking tea with Ronald holding the handle.
It is very funny.
Wow. You know, they always said HR is a service industry, but
yeah. Now people have always sort of said, guys, what's up with that? And you guys have kind of been staples on the internet for a while of being like, we're guys, but we'll try lady stuff, and we're not afraid of it.
That's true. We're non-toxically masculine.
non-toculate.
That was easy. You guys remember Staples?
What happened
I
here?
sure do. I sure do. Well, we had a certain energy, and then you came in, Miles, with the exact opposite of that.
It's good.
It's like, explain your entire impact on culture and all of the sensitive issues.
No, I'm on board. I just was called the Staples.
Okay.
And I also realized that emotional content does really well on the internet, and I'm trying to get the SEO bump of having us get.
So you want us to get emotional?
I want you to get real. I want you to get raw, and to start, Matthew Grey Gubler versus Vin Diesel. Masculinity. Let's talk about it now. Vin Diesel is sort of shredded.
You're starting over. You already said that.
What's happening?
Matthew Gray Goobler
and
Who's
Vin
that?
Diesel.
The
Now,
Cubs.
Who's Matthew Gray Goobler?
Matthew Gray Goobler is from Criminal Minds.
Criminal Minds.
Oh.
And he's sort of a, for lack of a better term, slight gentleman. He's kind of like got the long hair. He looks very artistic,
There
etc.
really must have been no better term, because that's not a good... I don't understand what you even mean by that. For lack of a better term, a slight gentleman. Like, that was the best term available?
Slight gentleman.
Vin Diesel, obviously shredded, ripped beyond belief.
Yeah.
He's so
A man's
jacked.
man.
It's a man's man. And I'm just wondering
A beefy boy.
what body type are you going for? And, which one do you think
Which body type am I going for? That's
Slug.
the segue from masculinity to this.
Big slug.
That's 2 different questions.
Yeah.
I'm going for athletic body type.
Mm-hmm.
Heath, I heard a
boy.
phrase for the first time the day. We saw hot dudes at the hiking at Runyon, and he said those guys got vanity muscle, and I was like, oh yeah, and I'm like, what is that? I know what it is intuitively. Yeah, no,
Miles
I'm not gonna say cum cutter.
It's basically sexy muscle, but you don't have a job that requires sexy muscle.
Yeah.
Like firefighters, strong as fuck. Why? Because everything they move is heavy. They have to lift, they have to carry all this stuff. They're strong. That's real muscle. Vanity muscle is model muscle. It's not, I'm not against it. I'm just saying, like, the muscle wasn't built to serve a purpose other than looking good.
So anyway, but yeah, Matthew Gay Gobbler, Vin Diesel. I just think it's interesting. People have been talking about this online. The critics are raving. Vin Diesel.
His name's Gay Gobbler?
No, Matthew Gray Gobbler.
Gray Goobler.
His name is not Gay Gobbler. Ned.
I don't know this person.
This doesn't sound like a real name. For lack of a better name, his name is Matthew Gray Gobbler.
Matthew Gray Gobbler. And
Gobbler.
Matthew Gray Gobbler.
Matthew Gray Gobbler. And I think it's like people are talking about on the internet, male gaze versus female gaze. And that like men see somebody like Vin Diesel and they're like, whoa, that's a jacked guy. I love that. That guy's hot as hell. But then women might see somebody like Matthew Gray Gobbler and be like, that's actually the hot.
Yeah, it was this conversation that like people like Chris Hemsworth, who's so super ripped. It's like, that's what guys think is hot guys. Not to say that girls also don't think.
You're right,
hot,
they could.
But there's a large swath of women who like the more, I don't know what to even call it.
Slight gentleman?
Slight gentleman, for lack of a better term.
I guess I understand. There's the people who like the Doctor Who's of the world. They're just like skinny, tall nerds, and they're into them. I was gonna go sit back up, but the camera's been moved for my invitation, so I'm like, I guess I better stay down here.
I would say, as a child, I always rejected traditional masculinity, and it was something that first made me feel bad, but then later something I embraced.
Yeah, I think so too. You mean like what? Like you embraced it?
Well,
now?
I'm not a manly man.
Yeah, sure.
By a classic definition.
Right.
How does that play into you're currently trying to get jacked?
Well, it's I'm not going for vanity muscle. I'm going for I have no aesthetic goal.
But like,
I mean, it makes me feel good. I mean, here's the thing: it's hard to totally avoid the trappings, and also like I think there's something very fun and funny about over the top machismo, which is part of why I love Fast and Furious so much, because it's such a parody of classic machismo that it then is comedy. But yeah, I've always been weirded out by masculinity and did not feel a kinship towards it. It wasn't me. That's not me. I'm not that guy.
Hey, me
neither. Oddly enough, in relation to the four of us, I am like sometimes put in that role, but I've never really felt that in my own sense.
Right. You didn't play football, you played soccer.
Right, exactly.
I mean, really, though, like the football players, like the machismo goes football, basketball. Baseball,
wrestling.
I don't know. Wrestling might be. I don't know, but that's the hierarchy of like giant brawn typically, that sort of comes with that machismo. And I think that football, especially, everybody's like, be a fucking tough bro, be tough, be small, strong. I'm gonna hit you all the time.
Yeah,
and I do like football to watch, but
I like to watch it, but I
never play it.
Yeah,
don't have the body type.
I break.
Next question.
Miles, I want to sit up.
Do the people know that when we did our testosterone test, we did it like not at the right time of day?
We did it all wrong.
So our testosterone on camera was very, very low.
Is it time to talk about the Try Guys soy boys? We're going there.
That's what I was going to transition all my mind.
We do like miso soup, and it's got soy in it.
I remember also Eugene just typed those numbers. I don't even know if those were our actual numbers.
Yeah, for the testosterone, the T
we
levels.
Didn't fact check it. That was one of those videos that came out like it was like we didn't even have time to quality check it, and it just went out.
Yeah, it went out. It came. It turns out that our T levels were like dangerously low, but they weren't. Also, they weren't correct.
There's this whole thing, and actually, friends
supposed to do it first thing in the morning.
We are poster boys amongst the alt-right for what is called a soy boy, a term that you maybe have not heard for a couple of years, but. It comes up every now and then. It's this idea of the effeminization of the Western male because we're eating too much soy, and therefore it's turning us all into ladies.
So crazy.
And
oh yeah, it is weird to think that's how the term came about.
That is what the term is. Hilariously, I only just started eating soy, and I'm, as you said, more jacked than ever before, bro. Right. But if you will look up soy boy, you will find photos of us. I am the thumbnail for quite a few of them.
Oh, really?
Oh yeah.
What a weird, yeah. I mean, I guess there's no real logic to it.
You
It's
should
just
be
sort
getting a
of crazy.
tofu sponsorship out of this or something.
That'd be great.
Right?
Big tofu.
Hey, Zach Kornfeld here, #1 soy boy.
Soy boy. Get your soy right here.
If you want to be
fellas.
successful like me, get on soy. Keith and I were pissed. There was one video lately that used us as clickbait. I think it was maybe against our Fauci video.
Yeah, it
and,
was.
And we were the thumbnail. And the dude barely fucking talked about us and barely had anything funny to say.
At least if you're gonna rip off ourselves,
Rip me
as
good.
thumbnails, rip it good.
There's so, like, I
Does
get,
soy make you fart more?
no.
I don't know. Yeah.
It's like soy's and beans,
Oh, no.
isn't it?
Well,
it's a different-
soybeans.
It's a different type of bean.
Soybean.
That's not.
Soy
That's
is
not-
in beans.
I got some fake soybeans
Isn't
over
soy
here.
a type of bean?
Yeah.
That's what I'm
Use
saying.
Soybeans.
But beans are not soy.
No, I know that. Let me rephrase that. Soy is a type of bean, so should make you fart,
Your
right?
legumes make you
Right.
toot.
Right.
70% of people say they want to use natural products, but only 2% actually do it. Because what they sell at the store is from the biggest companies, not necessarily the ones that are the best for you. So where do you start in this world? Introducing Grove Collective.
Grove
Grove!
is the online marketplace that delivers healthy home, beauty, and personal care products directly to you. That's right. Grove takes the guesswork out of going green. Every product is guaranteed to be good for you, your family, your home, and the planet. Becky and I use this. It just makes it easier. Got a lot of natural products in our lives, both things that we clean our bodies with and things we clean our house with. And that's why Grove is awesome, because it just makes it so much easier to get the safer products to use to keep your house as clean and nice as you want it to be. And you as well can join over 2 million households who choose to shop sustainably at Grove. Plus, the shipping is fast and free on your first order.
Choosing products that are better for you and the planet has never been easier. For a limited time, when our listeners go to grove.com/tryguys, you will get to choose a free starter set with your first order.
Go to grove.com/tryguys to get your exclusive offer. That's grove.com/tryguys.
Nothing makes me more upset, though, than someone saying they're going to dunk on me and then not going all the way. Like, if you're going to shred me,
Go for
rip
it,
me
man.
apart like fucking cheese, my man.
Yeah, I don't know if I agree though, because I don't think I like being shredded even at all. A little bit.
You don't like being roasted? Sort of like
The roast
when
of
you
Ned
do it,
Fulmer.
it's funny.
yeah.
But when someone that's doing it like to be mean,
Oh, it's
when
mean.
they-
Yeah.
when
kind of
they're-
hurts
yeah.
my feelings. Yeah,
When
Can we
you're
do
not
a
included
Try
in
Guys
the-
roast video?
Yeah.
yeah.
I think we've done a couple.
We did roast
right?
your soch.
Oh,
Roast your
yeah.
shosh.
Roast your
So should we
shosh.
do like an actual roast with a dais and everything, and we invite in celebos to do roasts of us? Shaquille O'Neal.
That'd be dangerous.
Shaquille O'Neal. That leads us to our next question. Have you ever felt like an alpha? Zach? Have you?
Yeah.
You know, you are sort of in a situation and you're like, yeah, okay, I'm top dog here.
Hell yeah.
That's cool.
The funny thing is we're all like nerd alphas.
Exactly.
We actually
yeah.
are all leaders
Yeah.
in the groups we were in before this.
right.
Right?
Yeah,
like it was like
that's for
before
sure.
I was like I was sort of the alpha of this previous friend group, I'd say, and now I moved into friend group. And I've often been in friend groups with multiple alpha like personalities.
How you think I went 3-0 in Catan last week?
Exactly. That's an alpha move.
Come
right
at the king, you best not miss.
there. There's something very funny. And I feel the same way. I'm like, yeah, okay. I feel like an alpha in this Dungeons and Dragons group.
yeah.
I mean, I don't know if it's like the healthiest mindset.
No,
to
it's a
think,
bad mindset to have
but-
for sure. I'm kidding. Yeah, alphas obviously don't exist except in this room.
Well, I think that people
Be a leader.
people who desire to lead and
Yeah.
like to be in charge of things, like that's what I think of as an alpha, not as like a toxic bullying the other people.
Yeah,
it's
not like a
horrible.
lion where we murder the other the non-alphas.
Nature's crazy.
Yeah.
Nature is wild. Have you seen the roof of a cat's mouth? Holy fuck, I looked in
Not sure
Alfred's
I
mouth
want
the
to
other day
now.
and the top of his mouth looked like a monster.
It's crazy.
It's just covered in spikes. Just all these spikes to rip apart flesh off the bone from their previous evolution. of what they were. Big angry cats that ripped up animals.
Zach, do you think, and I mean, same question for Ned, but if you died in your house, would your dog eat you?
I hope so.
Like if it was like enough time, your dog stuck there, you're dead. Do you think your dog would?
Eventually,
You think Bean would start eating you?
I think that's nature.
Yeah,
I think yes.
I don't know.
Horrible thing to think about.
Like
Miles,
look,
Miles, if you were trapped in your house and your dog had died, after a little while, would you eat your dog?
absolutely not.
How long would it take for you to
wonder-
eat your fiance?
Oh, interesting. No, I wouldn't eat it. I think that I've actually thought about this.
You have to eat it quick, otherwise it's gonna go bad.
Spoiled meat.
If you're in a boat or whatever, that classic question of if you're in a boat with a bunch of people, the only food you have is like someone died or whatever.
Ugh.
Would you eat a human being to survive?
I don't think I could do it.
I don't think I could do it.
Here's
I
what
don't
you
know.
do. If you got a dead person, I know it's going to be a little tough, but you chop them up and use them as bait and catch some fishies.
These fucking soy boys won't even eat a human.
Yeah. Well, that's it. I've never thought about
That's
that
a pretty good
solution.
idea.
That's pretty good.
I wonder how long it would take for, just your neighbors, the world, people to notice that you had died in your apartment.
Somebody like you guys, you have very meticulous schedules, so people would.
I think
notice
they'd
almost
find out
immediately.
within a day if we were dead. But other
That's
people, like an old retired people, I think they sometimes do die and they're in there for like a couple weeks and then they are found, and it is sad. Ronald,
yeah!
Thanks, Ronald. Thanks for hopping in.
So sad.
Oh yeah, so sad. So sad. What's your next question?
Next question on the topic
Is that
of
his voice? I can't remember.
masculinity.
Oh yeah, it's something like that.
Ned, as a father of two, when do you think your kids will be able to defeat you if they joined forces?
Oh, if they join forces, probably pretty soon.
Pretty soon?
Yeah,
Seven and-
arguably now. I'm currently pretty defeated emotionally. But physically,
Yeah.
I mean, that's probably soon. I'm loose. I've lost a step or two. Like I started playing soccer again. I'm feeling pretty good, but I realized I'm not getting any younger. Most of the team is in the 30s now. We're like, shit, we gotta find these like 30 plus teams to play against. We got destroyed. We lost 11-1.
That's bad.
Our very first friendly.
That's humiliating.
That's bad soccer.
Yeah, it
Doesn't sound
was,
friendly.
No, it wasn't fun. We were 2-0 at halftime. So a couple things happened in the second half. Our goalie got injured, and we all got pretty tired. So then
I'd say the goalie being
every
injured
single
is
shot
definitely-
was going in.
Yeah.
Where goalies usually he's
That's
a good
tough.
goalie. He saves stuff. Also, Wes beamed me with a T-ball the other day and left a welt.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Yeah. T-balls.
Could be happening sooner than we think.
You put him in Is he playing T-ball?
He's not old enough yet, but he likes T-ball. Yeah.
Yeah.
He
I
likes
played
Bought one
T-ball.
for the backyard.
I played T-ball when I was a little kid, but I never graduated to baseball. I
Oh,
stuck with T-ball and then, then stopped playing. Yeah.
I still can't
Yeah.
always beat my dad in ping pong. I remember the first time I did.
Oh, wow.
That was cool.
Yeah.
But, we're pretty evenly matched.
Yeah, every now and then I beat the shit out of my dad. It's good.
It's awesome.
my
Yeah.
dad and
Put him in his
I
place.
used to just play frisbee together. That was
That's
our like
nice.
go-to things, and
That's
all
fun.
it was just like tossing it in a friendly manner and throwing it cool ways. And I'm very good at throwing the frisbee because of that.
I don't think I could defeat my dad now.
You guys want to go frolfing?
For what?
I don't know in general.
I'll go
He's like
frolfing with you.
He's like
So
big
fun.
and kind of his like dad strength, and I think he like lifts weights and
What
stuff.
about Catan?
Catan, maybe. Chess, he has always been able to beat.
Do you
me.
guys want to go frolfing?
I
Yeah? Frisbee golfing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would
for
love
sure.
to go frisbee golf.
What about on Sunday? Do you want to turn the office into a frolf course?
Oh, my God.
I think in general we should have team sports. We've brought this up a lot as a joke, but I think that now that our office is big enough,
It's
having
true.
a basketball team,
We got 20 people now.
right.
We could field a softball team.
That'd be so fun. Or dodgeball against like
Might have
another.
to be Try Guys and Friends.
Yeah, but that's fine. Yeah. Keith is staring.
When are we gonna
me
go frolfing?
down.
I want to go.
I'll go.
I watched the World Frolf Championship the other week, and the dude who won, he came from behind by throwing it like 130. It's like forever away, and he pinged it, baby. He got
Hole in
it
one?
in the basket. It wasn't a hole in one, but it was like he got like a birdie, but he threw it from very far. nailed it. The crowd exploded. It went into an extra tiebreaker hole, and he won. And he looks exactly how you think he would. He's got long hair. He looks kind of like a hippie. He was like, this is awesome. This is amazing. It was just so great. It was such a nerdy sport to be able to watch it with ESPN like level, like shooting. Like it was like golf. It was amazing. It was incredible. I played Frisbee golf by myself when I first moved to Illinois because I didn't know anybody because I moved during the summer and I had a broken hand, and it was one of the only things I could do.
You had
for
a broken
fun.
hand from Frisbee, right?
From playing Ultimate Frisbee, yes.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's
Broke
awesome.
my hand.
Keith?
But I want to play Frisbee golf
That's awesome.
soon.
I'd like to play Ultimate Frisbee again.
I would do that, but we'll get
In a
hurt.
while.
Yeah.
We would get hurt?
Yes.
No.
Yes.
No.
It's intense. A lot of running.
It's intense.
You might not
I
get
wouldn't
hurt.
get hurt. I might get hurt, but
It's one of those things where lots of
soccer
you
is
jump up and
surely
try to
harder
catch
than
stuff.
Ultimate Frisbee.
In
terms of
still
on your
different.
body.
Yeah, and on your body, yes, because you're like pounding a ball.
I got a bruise on my foot.
Next question. When was the last time you cried?
I might cry.
I'll start to sort of break the ice.
No, I mean, I just got to
No, I just got to think about it.
Well, there you go. I was watching TikToks yesterday, and there was a TikTok about somebody was like injured, and their dog, the paramedics were like picking up the person, and their dog was like on them. Like,
Usually I try and think about what's the last movie that made me cry,
Yeah, that's
but
pretty much it.
nothing is ringing a bell. I mean, this is a while ago, but I watched Coco, and Coco made me cry. Coco.
Yeah, movies make me cry. That's
Yeah.
for sure.
You saying movie actually made me think of mine is listening to the Dear Evan Hansen soundtrack in the car.
so good.
That's
It's
Just
so
the last
good.
song always gets me.
I've told many times about how airplanes make me cry, but I definitely one time I fell asleep listening to Hamilton, and I woke up to just the orphanage and woke up tears. That's it.
That's beautiful.
Oh yeah, I guess maybe last year when Hamilton came out. No, I didn't cry during. No, it didn't get me. 'Cause we watched
Last
it in
year? Wow.
I just don't remember crying. I'm certain it happened.
Yeah.
I like a good cry. Cry's a release. If you cry, you probably needed it,
Yeah.
and it can be really cathartic. I think a good cry is really important.
I feel like a little stoned watching TikTok. Sometimes they just get you with one that's real juicy.
There was a great TikTok I saw last night that was a girl crying, watching something emotional, and then she scrolls, and the next thing makes you go. It's just the way that your emotions go
Right.
totally on a roller coaster ride when scrolling through the algorithm, and how that's probably fucking up all of our brains.
Yeah.
One moment that made me cry in our documentary every time is during Eugene's performance. There is this shot of you, Ned, getting ready to run out with the pride flag, and you're just in the wing of the stage, and you hype yourself up, and it's like 1, 2, 3, here we go. And the way that you can see how much it means to you to support your friend and wave this flag. There's Devlin and I talk about it all the time. It was like this shot, and actually during the final color mix, something happened. We colored the whole movie. I mean, it took forever, and the way that they crushed the blacks, which is just like talking about contrast, they brought it down so much that we couldn't see you in the wing, and we were supposed to lock the movie. And it was one of those things of like, I should let this go. It's just one shot. I can't do it. We need to open up the color mix again. We need to unlock this because this shot is really meaningful and important and super emotional. And it's just a moment that I super adore.
I hate when I am done with my grocery trip and I am unpacking the things from the grocery, and Becky walks in and she says, "Did you remember the peanut butter?"
Oh no. Oh, what a nightmare.
And I haven't. Not anymore, because now I've got DoorDash by my side. DoorDash, we all know it is the wonderful food ordering app, but you can also get groceries and household essentials through DoorDash as well. And ordering is easy. You just open the DoorDash app, choose what you want from where you want it, and your items are going to be left safely outside your door with a contactless delivery drop-off setting.
With over 300,000 partners in the U.S., Puerto Rico, Canada, and Australia, you can support your neighborhood go-tos or choose from some favorite national chains like your Popeyes, Chipotle.
But for a limited time, you guys can get 25% off and zero delivery fees on your first order of $15 or more when you download the DoorDash app and enter code TryPod. That's 25% off up to a $10 value and zero delivery fees on your first order when you download the DoorDash app in the App Store and enter code TryPod. Don't forget, that's code TryPod for 25% off your first order with DoorDash. Subject to change, terms apply. I cried. Actually, probably was watching the documentary. The thing that always got me was just one of the interviews from one of the fans just talking about how much our content means to the fans, and it was just always so genuine and sweet, and it also brought back. Whenever I watched that, it brought back all the emotions of the tour, and always like meeting people who would share their stories of whatever hardship they had gone through and used our content to get through it, and it was just always so touching.
It's sad knowing that like it's so impractical for us to ever do that again, which is why we did it so much. Like we kind of all knew without ever saying it that like this might be the only time we ever really tour. So like let's fucking go all out and make it dope. But I want to again.
It was so fun.
I know it was so fun.
I'd also love to do just a totally new
we
show.
also learned things from it, and we learned that maybe some things are more impractical than not, so we can just do it differently. But I would love to tour again. I mean, that's one kind of some of the ways I feel most alive.
What about a once a month Vegas residency?
That's incredible.
12 shows a year. Once a month, we drive out to Vegas Saturday night.
I'd rather do 12 shows in a row.
All right.
I thought about trying to do a live Eat the Menu, and just like, what is it like to sit and have people watch me for 2 hours just eat and make jokes?
Pretty fun.
Oh, that's also like we could never do you throwing chicken into an audience ever again.
I know.
There's like that was borderline okay when we did it, and now in a post-COVID world, there's no way you could hurl pieces of fried chicken into an audience.
Absolutely something we told the theaters they were doing, and they were like, "You are?" And like, mm-hmm. It's like, that's not really allowed. Like, okay. It's like, well, we can pay the cleaning fee.
Are you guys on that voice memo game?
Those are fun.
What's that?
I don't do that all the
sending
time.
each other voice memos.
In the text message.
It's fun. I'm into it.
I got my Trash Babies group chat, which is me, Kelsey, Garrick from Guilty Pleasures, and then Miles just kind of quietly watching us talk.
I am on the. By the way,
you're in honored, Trash Babies.
I'm honored to be in Trash Babies. I do think sometimes I'm worried that someone's gonna forget that I'm on it and be like, Miles really fucked something up.
No, very rarely we'll take it to the non-Trash Babies group text.
Yeah.
But
which is fair.
To talk about Miles.
We don't talk about you, but just like every now and then I'm like, maybe this is not something that Miles should hear.
Yeah, that's fair.
But most of the time we just let Miles kind of rear window in on our conversation.
Every once in a while I'll fave something or ask about the schedule.
But Garrick's a big, we're all big voice texters, and he'll send them in 10-second intervals, which is really weird. But he'll like sometimes be backstage at a stand-up show or just checking in.
It's definitely faster. I do sometimes like it, but if someone sends like a minute, then it's you basically got left a voicemail. Yeah. You're like, am I supposed to listen to all this? What's the relevant information?
Yeah. I love voice to text. I've been writing my emails on my phone with voice to text, and then I'll go in and edit them, but it's just so much faster.
You know what I super love is I was driving with Keith. We were carpooling, and his car will read out a text message and then say, "Would you like to respond?" And Keith driving just goes, "No." He has to tell it.
You have to be very clear and say, "No."
It's just so funny to get a text message, be asked if you'd like to reply, and have to verbally confirm.
No. Nope. No, I have nothing to add right now.
Every time I see you in my dreams, I see your face. It's haunting me. I guess I need you, baby.
Guys, I am going to so many weddings this fall. Everybody. I didn't get invited to the Cool Grease wedding, but I got cousins, I got family friends, I got an old friend from high school. I got so many. I think about 4 weddings. I'm pumped.
I within the last few weeks have 3 friends who got engaged, and not happy about it as somebody who has been dragging my feet planning my own.
Yeah, what gives, man?
Yeah,
what gives?
What gives is that the world is uncertain and money's uncertain. I decided to buy a house first.
Yeah.
I get that. Yeah, okay.
It's both budget
you don't want to
uncertainty
start dropping deposits.
We got to have one bachelor party a year for every year that you haven't had a wedding.
Right?
Yeah.
Well, this weekend's one of them.
Yeah, that's
Bar
true.
mitzvah's a bachelor
Bar
party.
mitzvah's
Weddings are so expensive.
So I checked
man.
with Alexandria. Turns out we don't have liability insurance.
All right.
We only have it for employees. So if somebody breaks their leg, make sure it's like Miles.
What if everybody fills out? What if everybody
Quickly
fills
put 'em
out
on
a
payroll.
W-2?
Yeah. Hire them on the spot.
Hire
That's what I
them,
said. Like, fill out a
backdate it.
W-2 at the beginning of the party. You're hired.
That's not a bad
And then at the
idea.
end of the party, you're fired.
Yeah.
I think our
taxes would be insane.
we have to like pay anytime we fire somebody.
Well, okay,
They
then
quit.
Yeah,
Oh.
okay. Yeah, that might be okay.
Yeah, they have to resign.
Oh my god, that's actually a fun party
Yeah,
theme. The
unemployment insurance, that's what it is.
I quit party. It's like the last day of work and you just cosplay as someone who's coming to quit.
Yeah. Company party. By the way, weddings are fucking expensive. I'm planning mine and it's a nightmare.
A Los Angeles wedding, the wedding that you think you want in LA.
yeah, it's
we
gonna
went to a venue, we looked, and we're like, wow, this place is great. I bet you it'd be a little pricey. This place, we punched the numbers. It would have been at least $120,000.
No.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yes, Ned.
For how many people?
For if you want over 100 people
Yeah.
in Los Angeles at a nice outdoor venue, you have to use their caterers, you have to use all this shit.
They lock
That is
you
why
in.
it's fucking insane, and that's why Maggie and I were like, this is stupid.
That's crazy,
And I'm also not
man.
gonna like plan a wedding that's probably gonna get delayed because of COVID again, and like then I don't know how much I can put in my house. Fuck this. Fuck all y'all. I'm gonna get a house. I'm gonna do my renovations.
That's
It's gonna be
fair.
nice. We'll throw a party when we can.
Yeah, it's totally crazy.
It's chaos. So now we're looking at every way around it. Like maybe do we want to do a party, one in Mexico? Do we want to just do like a warehouse party and not feed all you fuckers? Because that's
And-
like $20,000 right there.
Bro, you just got to hire a barbecue guy for all of us who
Yeah,
would
dude,
just
get a taco truck. Like
roast a pig.
That's beautiful.
I had a friend.
That's what I'm
they had a
doing.
whole roast pig as their like wedding meal. Is incredible. It's amazing.
sounds great.
So we're doing 2 weddings, one in North Carolina with my family and Sarah's family and like the whole deal. That's what we're doing there. Pig.
Yeah.
But we are doing 2 weddings, one for family.
We're not getting the pig.
You guys aren't getting the pig. We're getting
Fuck
very
off.
cool food.
Are we not
Sorry.
invited to the other one?
You're
Not even
coming to
a
the family
little?
one? No. I won't bring you
What about a duck?
What if I pay
Tupperware?
for myself?
But we're having like a very cool LA catering
What if we
place.
bring you a roast pig
That'd be great.
as the gift?
As a gift, you bring a full roast pig.
Did you hear how quickly furious I got talking about the price of weddings?
It's
my
insane.
You
my
were
blood
upset.
boiled over
it's
You
immediately.
got mad.
It's crazy. It's a
You
crazy
were mad.
complex,
Jackie
man.
was mad.
Not you guys.
It's insane.
Just want you to know it's not you.
It kind of is to some extent because we're eating the food.
Yeah, it's true. Actually, yeah, you are the ones I've met.
Yeah, right.
Ugh, it's crazy. The whole thing's fucking crazy. I'm sure people are listening. They're like, that's not how much my LA wedding costs. But
Venues are like, if you can get a venue under $10,000, you're doing good.
Right.
we were trying to pull like all these cards of like, hey, well,
What
we want to
venue?
use your venue, but I want to make a video about it, and you know that'll be great promo. And so, do you have any like? Can you let us not use your vendors, and I can use like I was thinking like, okay, every Try Guys expert that we've ever used, like we'll call in all the favors. It'll be like gotta get a lot of great video content out of this, like a wedding meal video, whatever. Like I think we could get all of our friends, and even that version of it was still unfathomably expensive.
Wow.
I'm remembering that I was like, that sounds familiar, and it's because when I prank called you, you told me all that stuff.
Yep.
Yeah. You got to do some things yourself. Mm-hmm. Otherwise, you're just going to
It's
be.
so much.
Because everything is like, I call it the wedding industrial complex.
That's crazy.
Where it's just everything's upcharged. It's this whole like designing the perfect day, like the
You
knot
coined that,
and
wow.
everything. Me?
cool. Yeah, you
Did I?
coined
I don't think I
No,
did.
you didn't. You just said I call it that.
I've always wondered if like you tried to rent out a ballroom at a hotel and just said it was a function,
Yeah.
if they would give you a
Get
different
a
rate
better-
than a wedding.
Better discount.
Yeah.
Well, I think that's one of the cheaper options is like a ballroom at a hotel
Yeah.
where they have multiple ballrooms. It's like the, indoor, outdoor, high ceilings.
Some people
It
don't
used to
like-
be a train station type of venue where
Yeah,
it's
those
like,
are
that'll be $14,000.
I gotta say,
yeah, it's so
for,
crazy.
to vouch for the ballroom at a hotel, I've been in a couple of those, and what's great about it is that you stay in the hotel.
No, that part's really nice.
And then you can go up to your room and come back down. So for like all the women who were like wearing heels when they wanted to dance, they could just go change their shoes.
Very nice.
Yeah.
And that was
pretty
great.
nice.
And then also like you just kept partying.
Guys.
You would go up to the hotel rooms.
Here's what we do. Office
Just throw it at
wedding.
the office.
honestly.
There it is. Yep. Good point.
Yeah.
Good point.
Pretty good. I think you should just make everybody drive like 5 hours away.
One thing that I feel pretty strongly about is between band and DJ, I think it's always worth it to splurge for a band.
It's so expensive.
You're gonna be real disappointed.
I think that
No.
is incorrect.
You don't think that's right?
No, because people like to just sing along to their favorite bops in a crowd. You know,
I told you I felt strongly about this in the beginning.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Ned.
So, I mean,
There's
I'm
one
about to unload some content on you.
Okay.
Dump it.
Buckle in.
Dump on me.
You can listen to the radio anytime you want. Okay, not every band is great, but when you're out there shopping for weddings and you're going to drop $5,000 on a band, you get to go listen to their basically free little concerts that they throw like sample weddings for you. So that's fun.
Funny.
And when you're at a wedding, you're going to want to do the popular song, but you're going to want it in a way that is like engaging, interactive. I was at a wedding one time where there was a saxophone player that walked out into the crowd, shredding it.
okay.
I mean,
That's true.
Incredible, incredible.
That's
Any
very cool.
club you go to, you can have a DJ. But at a wedding, you can have a wedding singer.
Okay, here we go. I got the perfect answer.
Yeah?
I have a friend who I knew from some long time ago, but she and I don't know if it's her boyfriend or I don't know if they're just a crew, but they're DJs who also play instruments and sing on top of it. And
That's
they
the
have a
best, always.
saxophone.
It's awesome.
So one of them plays saxophone
There you go.
in the DJ
There's
set,
your
like, and
perfect
it's
answer.
like so fun because they can play just the popular tunes. And
Keith,
then they
you want a
can-
trumpet?
I have a trumpet.
Yeah, maybe you want to come play my wedding?
Yeah. It's probably it's probably actually I'm probably better at trumpet than I am at trombone, but ding dong, what's that? It's your wallet.
Your bank account should work for you, not against you. And you know
What?
what? That's not hot. That should just be how it is.
That is how it should be. And Chime is an award-winning app and debit card with no hidden fees or monthly minimums. After all, you earned your money. You know, you earned it, so you should keep it.
There's so many great things you get with Chime. You get fee-free overdraft and up to $200 in debit purchases with SpotMe. It's kind of like an overdraft protection, but so much better.
You can get your paycheck, your benefits, your stimulus check, and tax return up to 2 days earlier with direct deposit. You know the direct deposit is necessary in this wild, wild life we lead.
Join the millions on Chime. Sign up takes 2 minutes and doesn't affect your credit score. Apply now at chime.com/tryguys. That's chime.com/tryguys.
Chime is a financial technology company. Banking services provided by the Bancorp Bank or Stride Bank N.A. Members FDIC. Eligibility requirements and overdraft limits apply. Overdraft only applies to debit card purchases. Limits start at $20 and may be increased up to $200 by Chime. Early direct deposit depends on the payer. Out-of-network cash withdrawals fees apply. Third-party and cash deposit fees may apply. Go to chime.com/tryguys for details.
There's this
Not
one
prettier
band.
than the
I'm
trombone.
going to put this out into the universe because maybe they're listening. Maybe they're listening right now. There's a band called Brass Tracks. They're one of the
yeah.
most fun live shows I've seen.
Yes.
We saw them at Outside Lands. They are a pure full brass band that does super dancey, cool covers and songs. And they have original music that's excellent. Really fun. Just put them on Spotify. Just jam out while you're
Jam
like
out.
barbecuing or something someday. But they do a cover of Mariah Carey. Do-do-do, ah. And with trumpet. It's super fun. I feel like they would be the not to reduce them to being a wedding band, they're so much more, but I think that they would be the absolute most fun wedding band that is somewhat realistic. Like, yes, Anderson .Paak I think would be the greatest wedding performer of all time, but I think that's a little too unfathomable.
That would be amazing.
But like Brass Tracks, like for the right price, for the right exposure, maybe.
Yeah.
That's my ultimate dream. I would trade everything in. I would be a no food wedding. I would be
BYO food.
Fucking, I'll do it in the parking lot of a Chili's. If we could have Brass Tracks play, I think that would be the coolest wedding.
Yeah,
So if you're out there listening, DM me.
I'm with you. Hi, Brass Tracks. Hi.
Hey.
You want to go frolfing with me? I'm looking for a frolf partner.
Will goes frolfing actually.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Will goes. He would take you.
Why has he never invited me?
Yeah, he's been going frolfing.
Me and Will?
He invited me, but
Me and
I
Will
was
frolfing?
busy. Yeah, he was.
And you've been invited.
I've been invited.
And to be
haven't
clear,
gone.
also, Miles, we had this whole conversation about it earlier and
I
how
forgot.
badly Keith wanted to go, and you did not.
I
bring
forgot about it, but Will does go frolf. I think he
Convenient story.
He goes.
Does he have a
frolf.
buddy already?
He does have a frolf buddy, his buddy, but I think that he would probably be down to frolf.
I mean,
Does he want another buddy?
I think the
Frolfers
mullet
love
would have
company.
helped him.
The mullet. He was a frolfing mullet guy for a while.
bro, he must have been incredible.
Yeah.
Does he have one of those like hip pouches that
know.
he
Is there an
carries his
update on?
discs
Did Will
in?
go on that date yet?
No, but the update from you can listen. If you join our Patreon, you can listen to the full episodes of Advice to Go for Miles. But she called back in.
Oh wow!
And they have a date scheduled for August.
August.
So essentially, full background for those who didn't know, somebody called in, had a crush
Coming
on
up
Will.
soon.
We made love happen, and now they're going to go on a
made
date in
love?
August.
We made love.
Well, Will says it's too soon to say, but I'm calling it.
I was making some love, making some love.
Are you good at and there's
Making love?
Yeah.
I'd say steadily improving.
That's cool. Keith,
Yeah.
that's awesome.
Yeah, I'm great.
Ned,
Incredible.
Yeah.
I'd say I'm incredible.
yeah, that's an alpha move right there.
Yeah, because Keith and I kind of said it with a thought, but Ned said it with a disdain that you would even question.
Ned was proud.
Like,
of that
duh.
answer.
Fucking duh.
Yeah.
That's cool. That's awesome.
Yeah.
What about you, Miles?
Me? Ned.
No, I'm feeling
I
obligated
think I'm going to sue the
ask.
company for you even asking me that.
Thanks. Then okay, I take it back. Don't want to know.
Socks on or off? Sorry, we're out of segments. This is out of the
What
pocket.
what part of my body?
Hands?
Becky won't go frothing with me.
Yeah.
And I'm
It's a
When
a euphemism.
yeah, but I'm worried about when I go frothing right now that it's too hot outside.
It's
and
hot. You gotta go
too
real
hot.
early.
Yeah.
You got to do some 8
So
a.m.
it's
froth.
probably going to be more of like
7
a
a.m.
October, November thing. If you guys want to start like a league or something, and we can go, froth all the time, or go do that archery course that we did that one time.
I
That
would be
was a blast.
so down to do archery. That's now that we're this many years into Try Guys, I'm starting to look. We had this life philosophy of try new things. It's great, but I'm starting to see the other side of that philosophy, which is try things once and never go back to them. And I would like to cultivate some of these as hobbies, and I regret that I don't.
So my friend Nick Cardiff, have you met?
In archering,
He's an archerer. He's an archerer. He arches with another friend of mine,
That
Josh.
actually makes a lot of sense. He's the magician, right?
Yeah,
Yes.
very on
Oh my
brand for
gosh.
him.
Yeah, he's the best.
He's like a rogue.
By the way, we should text him because he's also coming to my bar mitzvah, which I know is now 3 weeks old, but motherfucker better do some magic. We should encourage him.
I'll ask
I'll
him.
tell him.
Yeah.
I'll ask him to bring some magic.
That's what you want.
He was a hit at my party.
He's trying to. He's got to dust off the dust. Well, we went to the Magic Castle a couple weeks ago, and he was like, "I'm not ready to even do anything because I
Oh,
haven't
I'm
done
sure
it
it's so
forever."
hard. Yeah, you
Yeah,
haven't done it in a
right.
year. You gotta get
But
that
by the
dust off
end-
the dust.
By the end, he was moving cards around in his hand. He was like thinking about
That's
it. So
awesome.
But archery, to go back to that, is such a. I mean, there's that famous book, Zen and the Art of Archery, and it's such a therapeutic Zen experience, and I would love it. I could just fucking set it up in my backyard.
Archery?
Really?
Why not?
I mean,
What
I
if you
guess
lose
you
an arrow?
can. Yeah,
Accidentally
for sure.
sky one over the fence and,
Impale a neighbor.
impale a neighbor. I don't know if you guys been watching our Olympics series. If not, hey, check it out. It's
Check it out.
awesome.
Yeah,
Yeah, they're pretty good. People like them.
How
they're really
to
fun.
Olympics. We did basically Try Guys Try Olympics with real Olympians. So it's on the official Olympics channel.
which makes us Olympians.
Wow.
Yes, that's
Didn't
true.
think about
We
that.
are Olympians.
Means we
now.
can't have sex on cardboard beds.
I heard that it wasn't for the sex. They want the Olympians to fuck. It's that the beds are recyclable.
Yeah, no, that's true.
That's true?
But it's funnier if it's about sex.
Yeah, cut that out, Miles.
No, it's okay.
Cut it out, Miles.
I don't have to cut it out.
Miles, cut it out.
But we did. Zach and I did a badminton episode, and the Olympians were super nice. And we've gone back, played badminton again. Now I feel like we're just like badminton homies with this Olympian who's down to like hang out.
But it's literally me and Ned playing 2v1 against an Olympian. And when we, who was playing at 20% capacity, hitting back everything we hit. But when we finally, because sometimes you'll just like freak hit one and it doesn't go where anyone expected because I hit it the wrong part of the racket. Or occasionally it's skill. Occasionally I'm like, occasionally. But when we get a point, Ned and I fucking like, we rip our shirts off, run around the course, the most exhilarating. But usually we play with, I think we start with 16 points and we usually lose 21 to 16.
Yeah, she scores 21 straight points on us.
So fun though.
That is really fun. I mean, I liked playing it in high school in the intramural month that I played it. It was a blast.
It's a good workout. I get
vocabulary.
Sweaty.
Yeah.
I get sweaty.
Can I have some of that pita wrap? I'm starting to get real hungry.
I thought.
You can have the potato salad too. It's really good. It's spicy and good.
You thought that you
could use the pita wrap to scoop it into your mouth.
For those wondering, the AC is fixed in this room.
Shit! That's why I feel so good.
That's why it's cozy in here.
But we are still having boys in a hot box energy. And I
think it's just the second pod. It just,
I think it's
hungry.
on me.
it gets wild. You get hungry. But what are you guys
me.
doing for lunch? I'm going to get a burrito probably.
It's definitely Keith's fault.
It's definitely me. Our energy's all goofed. Everybody's like, what's going on with him?
What's going on with Keith?
What's going on with him?
You know what? Keith is now my favorite try guy.
Well, these gams are out. Everybody's talking about my gams from the cow video, and my gams are out now even more.
Your vocal fry in this episode is out of control.
I was singing all night, and then I was up and drinking and talking and celebrating a good show, and that feeling I haven't had in a long time.
I was sharing with Keith yesterday that there's a sadness that I have not seen a Lou Burger show in a while, and realizing that there's no real good way for me to go without it just being chaotic, because the fan overlap is quite a bit.
Fan overlap is
I would be distracting.
Yeah.
Is there a way, can you throw like a costumed concert and I can come in a panda mask?
We get the VIP backstage.
Yeah, we just got to grow
access
as a band so that we can play bigger venues so that we can have VIP sections. You've got some time on your hands. Perhaps you had a meeting finish early and you got another meeting coming up, but there's not enough time to get to work because you gotta spend that time in Best Fiends. It's the best puzzle game in the world. It's very, very fun. I love it. It's a great puzzle solving game. You get all these fun little buggies. You gotta beat buggies. You gotta have some good buggies.
Look, I get why Keith is playing, because they got thousands of puzzles and there's something new every day. Keith, what level are you on right now?
Well, I'm on level 73.
Wow.
Yeah.
And you started over too.
I did, and they add new levels all the time, so there's truly levels always at my disposal.
And with Best Fiends, the adorable collectible characters keep on coming. They got new challenges, characters, and themes all the time. They keep you on your little toes. Be like Keith. Download the 5-star rated puzzle game Best Fiends free today on the App Store or Google Play. That's friends without the R. Best Fiends. Have you guys seen that show? There's a new show on Netflix called Sexy Beasts.
No.
And it is chaos. It is a blind date show. What kind of frustrated me, I mean, I knew we had no right to make this show, but I did pitch this in a meeting where I was like, oh, when The Masked Singer came out, I'm like, oh, we should just do The Masked Dater. Obviously that'll crush. And it is that. It is one woman in crazy prosthetics going on a date with 3 other people in crazy prosthetics. And it's the most unbelievable realist. In the first episode, she's dressed as Satan. There's a gorilla, a stone man. I forget what else. Oh, and a mouse, but very intense.
Like furries.
Yeah,
No,
basically, but so much more.
It's like prosthetics for a film.
Yeah, it's really
Like
impressive.
an alien
prosthetics.
film. It's really out of control.
It's so weird and uncanny to look at. And then in the first episode, they made out in these prosthetics. And then what's very funny is at the end, I can't say that I actually liked the show that much, but they reveal what they look like.
Yeah.
And the first guy who got eliminated was gorgeous, just absolutely stunning. And the guy who won, not to be mean, was not. And ran out and made out with her so hard and did that thing where you bite their lip and pull back. And it was so unbelievably disgusting. And Maggie and I were screaming.
Yeah.
Oh, we were screaming.
The dating reality show, lots of making out, lots of gross
Did you guys ever read Cosmo when you were little? Because I feel like that's one of the tips they would give for good kissing. Would be
Bite the lip.
I remember when I was like 10, I found a Cosmo in the recycling, and I looked through, and it was like sexy tips, and one of them was suck on their tongue.
Oh God!
And the other one was like put an ice cube in your mouth before you.
That one I definitely had heard.
Yeah.
I always remember one of my favorite jokes in The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, which is a show that I adored, was Ashley was the younger sister, was going on a date, and the tip that she either heard from Will or read in the magazine was blow in their ear. And so she just goes up to him and goes as hard as she can.
Good God.
I thought that was going to blow out the mic and it'd be a lot funnier. It didn't. We have good mics.
Yeah, good mics, yeah.
Let me try that again.
Quality mics.
She goes up to him and goes, That was better.
That was better in a way.
It was a good joke.
Well, it's come to that time. It's come to that time where Miles...
Have we gotten any usable content?
I feel like this is the worst episode we've ever recorded.
It was slowed for sure.
It was awful. I'm so shocked.
Ned's leaving.
Ned left. It was slow. It was bad.
Hey, I'll be back tomorrow.
Tomorrow? He's giving advice to go for Miles. Well, I guess I got to save the episode once again. Keith?
Hit us with that advice theme song.
Oh, so we don't want to... Okay.
Wait, what else would we do?
Well, you just said how bad it was.
Oh,
so
yeah,
we could
let's
give
talk. Do you want
great segment. All right, Ned's gone.
Okay.
Yeah.
What can we do to get this
fuck
back
with
on
Ned?
This podcast is back. Hey, everybody. Thanks for listening to that ad. I hope you're having a good time. We have been feeling good. You know, it is almost August. I'm headed to Greece.
Keith, sounds
I'm headed
pretty nice.
to Greece.
I'm headed to Yosemite.
Yosemite. We got lots of things happening, but where are you going? Hey, why don't you email us at where I'm going?
No.
Try guys.
No.
France. We
All
can
right, here. Ned's out of the room.
Yeah.
We love fucking with Ned.
Mm-hmm.
What's one video we can make where we fucking
Fuck with Ned?
fuck him up?
Ned gets covered in oil. Ned tries getting covered in oil.
What if we tell Ned that he's the prom queen, and then when he's accepting his sash, we cover him in pig's blood?
We do a deep sea fishing video. But we've hired several underwater scuba people and have purchased giant fish. And we'll make it that Ned can't catch a single one, and all of us are catching like 100 pounds. And
hey Ned.
Oh, hey, Ned.
hey Ned,
What's up, man?
welcome back.
What's up, dude?
Is it tomorrow already?
It's a little bit.
It's advice that'll go. Tune into your radio station. It's advice that'll go for miles. Everyone,
I had another idea about a pirate ship. Do a video where we're out on the water and then we hire pirates to come kidnap us, but one of us doesn't know.
That's really funny.
I guess it's Eugene.
Yeah, it was gonna be you, but you came back.
Advice that'll go for miles.
How's everybody doing tonight?
Yeah.
Hello, my prickly little pears.
Nom nom nom.
I'm here to give you a special little piece of advice that's going to slide into your DMs.
Oh.
Have you ever wanted to wake up on the wrong side of the bread?
Okay.
Have you ever wanted to be chipper like a little chipmunk? So chip.
Peanut butter toast?
No, but that's pretty good. I'll save that for next week. Have you ever wanted to be shot? This advice comes to you as part 2 of the Stink series. So I ask you again. Have you ever wanted to be stinky? I've been starting my day with a little bit of espresso.
Oh, okay.
Okay. You
I've
got an espresso maker?
I didn't get an espresso maker. I've been stopping at a little coffee shop. And previously I was having a cold brew, ice, get in the car, on the road. Sometimes I'd have a coffee at home. But recently I've been like, you know what I enjoy? Sitting in the shop before work. See advice number 117 for more details. But I've been having an espresso as well in the morning to give me a little... boost. And it's been sort of, tickling my little sphincter and making me excited for the day. And I feel like it's a good little thing to have.
I think that's great.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Espressos are underrated here in America.
they're not
It's
made well
very
often.
common in Italia.
Keith, speak on that. Because,
Well, most of the chain coffee places do not make what I
100%.
would call good
Sure.
espresso.
I
Yeah,
agree.
You can't.
So
Can't be doing that.
And most of the coffee available to most people are chain coffee places.
Agreed,
right? So
yeah.
most people, when they try their first espresso,
Yeah.
they've been like, "This is awful.
Yeah.
I don't like espresso." And I was that person as well. And then I was in San Francisco, did the espresso a go-go in San Francisco with Chris Reinecker.
Yeah.
And we got a couple good espressos at some places. I was like, whoa, this is transcendent. This is not even this. I don't even know how
it
to
can taste
describe
like
this.
creamy
It's like,
Yeah.
also sometimes like really acidic. So acidic. It's like, is this like lemon?
Oh,
like,
yeah.
what's happening? It's such a different flavor than you think it's going to be. You also kind of have to drink it at the hottest possible temperature.
Immediately.
Yeah. Oh, you gotta drink it immediately.
Because it goes bad. Well, I mean, not goes bad. The flavor bitters over like the course of 5 minutes.
Yes. So you have to drink it immediately. And that's probably why it's so bad for the chain places. Is it?
You eat it like all the time, or drink it all the time after meals, before meals.
I love after meal espresso shot.
There'll just be like espresso counters where you just get one on the go. The whole coffee shop is designed to be just churning out espressos to people. Get your little cup, sit there at the counter.
Right. And in Italy, it's also more standard to give a single shot, so it's less caffeine. Whereas in America, double shots are like the thing. You just get double shots everywhere. So like, if you're like, oh, I sometimes have espresso and it's not that much caffeine, and you get one here, it'll flip you up in the
We
air.
were in Australia and there was like an espresso cart, and I went up and was like, "Hi, can I have some coffee?" Like, "Oh, we only have espresso." I was like, "Oh, well, then I can have an Americano." I was like, "What's that?" I'm like, "I guess I'll take an espresso." They were like not willing to give me anything but espresso. And I was like, okay.
When we were in Australia, the first day we were like getting over jet lag, and Jonathan and I went to like 4 different, because the espresso is really good. Like coffee's big in Melbourne.
Flat white.
But yeah, flat white.
Flat
And we
white,
got
yeah.
espressos
Flat white.
at like 4 different places, and we were fucking shaking.
did
We were
it
just
all.
like, we had one, and we're like, that was so good. We walked a little bit, and we're like, honestly, let's get another one. That was it. And we just kept getting
Delicious.
That was us
Yeah.
in Miami when we kept having the cafecitos, which
my
are
God.
they sell
Sugar
cafecitos
espressos.
everywhere, but in
Yes.
Miami, and it's the Cuban way, they specifically brew it in a way that would ruin any other espresso machine by brewing it with the sugar.
Oh, wow.
In it. So, like,
Interesting.
So good.
It just destroys your machine. You can't use it for anything else other than cafecitos. But
It's so good.
it's fucking
I did that.
incredible.
There's sugar in
It's
espresso.
sugar
Infused
espresso.
Delicious.
deeply with sugar.
They're served in the cutest tiny little cup.
And maybe a splash of milk. Or no, just sugar.
I think you can get it with a splash of milk, but typically it's
I was
just,
drinking them, so I don't think
Oh, that sounds
mattered.
amazing. Yeah.
they're so good.
yeah.
It was incredible.
It's like it's tan throughout. Like it's
Right.
not a
And you're like, oh, this is why everybody's dancing. Everybody's
You're
dancing
off the
everywhere
money.
you go. I was like, yeah, I get it. I'm dancing too. I'm fucking feeling good.
Literally
sugar
dancing
rush,
in the streets.
caffeine rush.
We did literally dance in the streets at the end of the night, and it was incredible. And it was clear that that's just what happens always. It was magical.
I mean, let's travel. Let's make a
travel.
travel video.
Yeah, I'm excited to travel again. We want to do some Try Guys travel videos. Ned and I were talking about it
yeah.
just the other day. You weren't here. I don't
Am I
know
not
why.
invited?
No, you weren't. You were invited. It was a work day. We were at work. You weren't there. And we talked about things we'd like to
That's
do.
what happens if I don't show up. You guys plan trips without me?
Sometimes it's just like we were like talking about something, and then we're like, oh, we need to go do another.
Yeah, I think eventually you'd have been looped in.
Because we were
At the
going to do
airport.
some cool ones.
Hey, Zach, we'll see you next week, buddy.
Well, I was like, we should go. Oh, you were there when I was talking about the Mario Kart type thing that really exists, but it's in London.
Yeah.
So everybody should look this up. I can't remember what it's called, but just type in augmented reality kart racing. Basically, it's inside, and the whole course is a projection. Wow. And other projections, they also have hazards and like question boxes that give you a thing, and then you can throw that thing, and you see the projection of it thrown at the other racer, and it will stop their car.
That's so
It's like as close as you can get.
Yeah, right.
And
That's
it's
really
like
cool.
so cool.
Like laser tag.
Yeah, and I was like, we should go to the UK just to do this video. And then I was like, well, but obviously we should just go to the UK to do a bunch of videos. And I think that, to me, is a really good, continued future expression of our Try Guys content, because going to other places just is so exciting, and there's so many things that are unique to places that the try is just so much better there. And also, like, it'll just fill our own little hearts with joy.
Hearts with joy.
Hearts with joy.
Maggie's texting me over, or roasting me over text right now, and I'm curious for you guys to weigh in on this.
Read those roasts.
Well, I'll give you the
Read those
context
roasts.
because I don't need to read the back and forth. I sent out an email to the Zydeco server, so if you guys want tea, I'm basically just only doing emails now. So if you want it, go get it. But she's like, did you write this? I'm like, yeah. And she's like, this doesn't sound like you. You said y'all. And I'm like, yeah, I say y'all. It's a thing I say. She's like, you don't say y'all. You're not a y'aller. This isn't you. And I'm like, yeah, I say y'all. Not often in speech, but in text. I'm a y'aller.
Really?
You say y'all?
Y'all is a good word.
If you guys saw me say y'all, would you be like, this ain't him?
Yeah, I would be like, this isn't Zach. You're from
If you came in and said, hey,
upstate
y'all.
New York.
I'd be
I
like,
don't think I've heard you say y'all.
What are y'all up to today?
Yeah, no, that
I've
sounds
heard-
weird.
that's-
Yeah.
Really? I say
no,
that.
I've heard that before from you.
You probably round it with like a more of a y'all.
What are y'all?
What are you all
But
up
I
to
think
today?
mostly
What are
you
all
do
up
like,
to?
what's everybody up to today?
What do you got? Yeah, I mean, I think y'all is a nice way to get around
You guys.
guys, which I do say, but sometimes I'm like, that's not fair, but also I just use it indiscriminately, so fuck it.
Yeah.
Words are just words, but I looked it up. I searched Corn Diddy y'all. I got a hit.
You found one?
I've tweeted. I'm going to see how many times.
I feel like you've tweeted.
Was the tweet? Do
You've
I look like
tweeted
someone
y'all.
who would say y'all?
Corn Diddy y'all. Let's see how many.
Maybe Maggie just doesn't follow you on Twitter.
Oh, shit.
Does Maggie have a Twitter?
Yeah, but okay, this is from 4/3/21. Y'all calling Ready Player One the original like you forgot about, and it's Super Smash Brothers. It's not that good of a
I mean, that's pretty
tweet.
good.
After y'all finish overthrowing the stock market, can you figure out how to do credit scores next? Okay, not that great of a tweet.
Wait, what was that even in reference to?
Y'all know, it was the
Probably
GameStop. Y'all know I'm
overthrow
a
the
Fast
stock
and
market.
Furious freak. Okay, these are all in the year 2021. That's 3 y'alls in a year.
That's pretty big.
That's a lot. I mean, Keith, we're from the South, Ned, Florida. So I feel like
Sorry, are you not counting where I'm from as the South?
Florida's like its own thing.
It is, but where
Yeah.
I'm from, North Florida.
Oh,
Is
North
the
Florida.
South. North
No
Florida
flow.
is the South.
No flow is the South.
Just
Yeah.
finished over 8 hours of digital meet and greets, and my face hurts from how much y'all made me smile.
Yeah. No, you say it in tweets. I'll give you that.
You
I'm
write
a
it.
y'all
don't say it in
tweeter.
I have seen
He's
it
a
in your
writer,
tweets.
not a speaker.
No.
Yeah.
You would
I'm a
never.
y'aller.
Yeah, you never
You say
say it
y'all.
in
Y'all.
conversation though.
I don't really say y'all. I think it's because I have tried to, I don't know, growing up, everyone said it, and I was like trying to remove myself.
It's
Yeah.
a good word. I think as a child, I was also like kind of like not into it.
We've all
but
tried to purge the South from us.
It's a good word. It's a
But
really good word.
It persists.
It's also great because it's like it's the best gender neutral expression.
You all.
Yeah.
And it comes from the South. It's
Theoretically,
it's incredible.
you can say you and
Oh,
mean
yeah.
a group of people, but
Yeah.
that's
perfect.
confusing.
Hey y'all.
Maggie's still going. She says, okay. I just typed y'all into my text app. 0 from you. 1 from Lauren. 3 from her sister. I'm the least
So you're-
y'aller.
Exclusively just
A y'all
tweeting it
tweeter.
and putting your email marketing with you. So you're like a public persona of y'all, of like
Yeah.
trying to appear more casual,
I'm
like
a
your
y'all-
buddy Corn Diddy.
I'm a y'all poser.
Y'all poser, man.
Hey, wow, y'all poser.
I'm
Poser.
still looking. And actually
Dang.
it does seem to be a pretty recent thing because I'm seeing them in 2021, but not too many in the 2020s.
Wow.
Is what happened to me in the pandemic. I came out y'allin'.
Came out Southern.
Maybe it was I was so desperate for community that I wanted it to not just be to you. I
You
wanted
all.
it to be to you
All of you.
All of you. Oh my God, that was such a beautiful harmony. I was like, what is happening? Let's wrap the show up, huh?
No.
Okay.
Yum, yum.
Well, we can keep going.
Okay, that's enough.
Beginning.
I think, well, we got that upswing energy that we were looking for.
Yeah, we did.
You
We
could
did.
even put this earlier in the podcast if you wanted.
Keith, here's with the official TryPod theme song.
Do you remember when we first started this podcast? It was several years ago. Thanks for being here.
Until next time, stay beautiful.
See y'all later.